strong. What did you say exactly? And are you concerned that the...
With respect to security, the G7 remains strongly united in support for Ukraine. We'll continue to provide economic support and technical assistance that Ukraine needs as it moves ahead on critical reforms to transform its economy and strengthen its democracy. As we've seen again in recent days, Russian forces continue to operate in eastern Ukraine, violating Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. This is now the second year in a row that the G7 has met without Russia, another example of Russia's isolation. And every member of the G7 continues to maintain sanctions on Russia for its aggression against Ukraine. Beyond Europe, we discussed the negotiations over Iran's nuclear program, and we remain united heading into the final stages of the talks. Iran has a historic opportunity to resolve the international community's concerns about its nuclear program, and we agree that Iran needs to seize that opportunity. Our discussions with Prime Minister Abadi of Iraq, President Qaid Essebsi of Tunisia, and President Buhari of Nigeria were a chance to address the threats of ISIL and Boko Haram. The G7 countries therefore agreed to work together and with our partners to further coordinate our counterterrorism efforts. In the global economy, America is a major source of strength. At the same time, we recognize that the global economy, while growing, is still not performing at its full potential, and we agreed on a number of necessary steps. Here in Europe, we support efforts to find a path that enables Greece to carry out key reforms and return to growth within a strong, stable, and growing Eurozone. I updated my partners on our effort with Congress to pass trade promotion authority so we can move ahead with TPP in the Asia-Pacific region and TTIP here in Europe. We continue to make progress toward a strong global climate agreement this year in Paris. All the G7 countries have now put forward our post-2020 targets for reducing carbon emissions, and we'll continue to urge other significant emitters to do so as well. We'll continue to meet our climate finance commitments to help developing countries transition to low carbon growth. With respect to Greece, I think that not only our G7 partners, but the IMF and other institutions that were represented here feel a sense of urgency in finding a path to resolve the situation there. And what it's going to require is Greece being serious about making some important reforms, not only to satisfy creditors, but more importantly to create a platform whereby the Greek economy can start growing again and prosper.
The Europeans are being too tough on Greece in these talks, and what else needs to be done on both sides to